I'm with some of my family based here. Then afterward, did some drinking games, and yep, I bet you could tell how yesterday went. Just brown butter flu anyway. Let's catch up. So first of all, we'll do women's basketball. They played on Wednesday night. They wound up losing to Mexico, 70-63, and a definite effort for the Broncos because Broncos started off abysmal. I mean, uncharacteristically, they were really cold in the first quarter. Broncos did not get a first back till Tatum hit a two-pointer with 1:55 left in the quarter. Mexico dominated that quarter 17-4. Boise State outscored the Lobos 23-13 the second quarter. To only be down 30-27 at the half. Then the Broncos outscored the Lobos 21-17 to get a slim lead at the end of the third quarter. Fifth quarter, the Broncos started out on a run to push their lead to 6 points, but then they went ice cold, turned the ball over, not hitting shots. New Mexico wound up winning by 7, win the fourth quarter in the game with a 23-15 quarter. New Mexico advanced to 9-3 on the season. They 1-0 in conference play. Broncos dropped to 9-3-1 in conference play. Conference play from the 4,316 fans at the pit. In terms of scoring, for the Broncos, Levi Hunnan played 29 minutes as starter, was 7-10 from the floor, 3 of 4 from Charlie Strape, had 5 offensive nights on the boards, 3 fouls, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and had a career high of 17 points to pace the Broncos. Natalie Pasco, 36 minutes, was 6 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 8 from 3-point range, 2 of 3 from Charlie Strape, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 2 fouls, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 block shot, 1 steal, and 16 points. No other Bronco would score double digits. Jim Thompson, 28 minutes, was 2 of 6 from the floor, 3 of 4 charity stripe, 2 offensive, 6 total boards, 1 foul, 1 assist, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and 7 points scored. Again, she got the Broncos' first bucket in the game with 1:55 left in the first quarter. Maya Hansen, 34 minutes played, was 2 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 1 from 3-point range, 1-2 from charity stripe, 2 boards, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, and only 6 points scored. Danny Bays, 18 minutes, was 2 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3-point range, 1 offense, 3 total boards, 3 fouls, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, only 5 points. Morgan Maldonado came out the bench for 16 minutes of action, was 2 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 3 from 3-point range, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, had a board. She did foul out in the game, had a turnover as well, and scored 6 points. Emily Howard, 10 minutes played, 2 of 3 from the floor, 3 boards, 1 foul, 1 turnover, 4 points. Mason Borcherding played 10 minutes, was 1 of 1 from the floor, had a board, a foul, 2 turnovers, and a steal, and 2 points scored. Izzy Harms, 13 minutes played, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 from 3. 2 offensive, 4 total boards, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, and 1 steal. Kenna Garza played 3 minutes. She was 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 from 3. Had a block shot and a turnover, and Kiera Thompson for the Broncos only played 3 minutes and had a turnover. Broncos had 12 offensive, 35 total boards, 17 fouls, 14 assists, 19 turnovers, 4 block shots, and 7 steals. In terms of shooting wise, in the first quarter, they're 2 of 15 from the floor for 13%, 0 for 6 of 3, and 0 for 1 from charity stripe. Second quarter, they shot better. They're 9 of 14 from the floor for 64%, 2 of 3 from 3-point range, and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Third quarter, they were 8 of 15 for 53%, 2 of 4 from 3-point range, and 3 of 4 from charity stripe. Fourth quarter, they're 5 of 16 from the floor for 31%, 1 of 9 for 11% for 3, and 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Overall, they're 24 of 60 for 40%, 5 of 22 for 3-point range of 23%, and 10 of 15 for 67% for charity stripe. Scored 32 points to paint, 11 points off low ball turnovers, 14 second chance points, 4 fast break points, and 12 bench points. There were 7 ties and 10 lead changes in this game. New Mexico again started hot, scoring the first 14 or so points before the Broncos got the first bucket with a minute 55 left in the first quarter. Joanna Ranga Hayes, 32 minutes as starter, was 7 of 14 from the floor, 0 for 2 for 3-point range, 2 of 2 for charity stripe, 2 boards, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 16 points. Alyssa Hargrove, 20 minutes played for 11 from the floor, 0 for 5 for 3, 4 of 6 for charity stripe, 3 offensive, 5 total boards, 2 fouls, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and 12 points. Castillo Antonio, 24 minutes played, was 5 and 9 from the floor, 0 from 3, 1 and 2 for Trinity Stripe, 2 offensive, 6 total boards, 4 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 block shot, 2 steals, and 11 points scored. Destiny Hooks, 16 minutes played for 9 from the floor, 0 from 3, 3 of 4 for Trinity Stripe, 2 offensive boards, 4 fouls, 5 turnovers, 1 steal, 11 points. And then Najuma, 27 minutes played, 2 of 3 from the floor, 3 offensive, 8 total boards, 1 foul, 4 points scored. Nelly Padilla, 31 minutes played, was 3 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 6 with 3-point range, 2 of 2 from Trinity Stripe, 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 steals, and 9 points. Layla Abdurraqib, 17 minutes, 2 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 2 from Trinity Stripe, 1 board, 4 fouls, 1 turnover, and 6 points. Drew Jordan, 8 minutes played, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 from 3, 1 2 for Trinity Stripe, 1 board, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers, and only 1 point. Jesse Joaquin, 13 minutes played, 0 for 1 from the floor, 1 offensive, 6 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal. And Kaya Foster played 4 minutes, 0 for 1 from the floor, which was a 3-point attempt. Lobos had 14 offensive, 40 total boards, so another game the Broncos were out-rebounded. 22 fouls, 7 assists, 16 turnovers, 1 block shot, and 12 steals. Lobos shooting, there were 7-19 for 37% from the floor in first quarter, 2 of 7 for 3-point range for 29%, 1 2 from Charity Stripe. Second quarter, there were 6 of 17 for 35% overall, 0 for 4 from 3, and 1 2 from Charity Stripe. Third quarter, 6 of 15 for 40%, 0 for 5 from 3, and 5 of 6 from Charity Stripe. Fourth quarter, they were 8 of 13 for 62%, 0 for 3 from 3, and 7 of 10 from Charity Stripe. Finishing overall 27 of 64 for 42%, 2 of 19 for 10.5% for 3, and 14-20 for 70% from the Charity Stripe. So Broncos did outshoot them with the 3 ball. Fortunate towards the end, Broncos just kept coming up empty more often than not, and turned the ball over and having some more ill-advised shots toward the end of the game, especially after putting a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter. The Lobos had 50 of their points in the paint, 19 points off our turnovers, 10 second chance points, 17 points via fast break, and 16 bench points. In terms of points off turnovers, again, Broncos alignment came off of 2 in the first quarter, 5 in the second, and 4 in the fourth. Lobos 19 came off of 5 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. 6 chance points, Broncos got their 14 on 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth. Lobos 10 came on 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Broncos bench points came on 9 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the final stanza. Lobos 16 came 9 in the first and 7 in the final stanza. Here's the points of paint. Broncos 32 came on 4 in the first, 12 in the second, 8 in the third, and the fourth. Lobos 50, 10 in the first, 12 in the second, 12 in the third, and 16 in the fourth. Broncos got their 4 on 2 in each of the second, third quarters. Lobos 17, 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third, 7 in the fourth quarter. So again, the Broncos struggled a bit on the road against the Lobos. Again, they did build a 6-point lead early in fourth quarter, but after that, the Lobos came stormed back, and the Broncos just had trouble hitting shots and take care of the basketball. So up next for the Broncos, this is December 20th, so at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, right on Eastern Time, it'll be, probably 1 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Mountain, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. The Broncos will be playing at San Diego State. For the second game of this conference season, the Broncos will look to have a better performance. The Aztecs are 63 overall, 4-1 at home. Aztecs ranked second in the Mountain West with 3-pointers per game, 8.6, also ranking 4th nationally. The Aztecs have won the past 3 meetings and lead this all-time series 15-14. They hold a 10-4 all-time advantage in games played at VIejas. Broncos so far have converted 41% to 77 out of 188 of its 3-point field goal attempts, leading the conference and ranking 3rd nationally. Gordy Presnell ranks 22nd all-time in NCAA Division I women's basketball history with 7-78 career wins. Enters the season 5th among active D1 head coaches. Going into the last game of this one, the Broncos were averaging 73.3 points per game. Definitely need to get back to that, getting over 73 points a game, especially want to win again today against San Diego State. Speaking of the Aztecs, let's look into the Aztecs a bit. Their women's basketball team, let's see here. Right now they're 7-3 on the season. They're 1-0 in conference play. They've won 3 in the road. They're 4-1 at home, 2-0 on the road. The Orange County Hoops Classic, they lost to start the year in California against UCLA. Then the 8th of November, they won at home against Cal State San Marcos. Then November 12th, they won against CSUN. 15th, they won home against Cal State Bakersfield. The lone loss so far in the season for San Diego State was at home to Santa Clara. The battle for Atlantis, they beat Maryland Eastern Shore on 22nd, and they lost to Penn State on the 24th. December 7th, they won at home against Pacific. They went on the road to Kansas State and picked up an 11-point win on December 10th. And on the road at Fresno State, they beat the Bulldogs by 10. And today, they'll play host to the Broncos. On New Year's Eve, they'll take on Air Force at home. January 3rd, they'll play in Wyoming. January 7th, host Grand Canyon. January 10th, at Utah State. January 14th, they host New Mexico. January 17th, they play at UNLV. 24th, they'll host San Jose State. 28th, they're at Colorado State. January 21st, they host Nevada. February 4th, they're at Grand Canyon. February 7th, they're at San Jose. February 11th, they host Colorado State. February 14th, they're at Nevada. February 18th, they host UNLV. February 21st, they host Fresno. February 25th, they're at Boise State. February 28th, they host Wyoming for their senior day. And on March 3rd, they play at the Air Force. In terms of the roster, starts off with the junior forward, 6-footer, number 0, Kendi Lee. Hails from Louisville, Kentucky. Transferred in from Nevada. Then his freshman guard, 5'11", number 1, Kendall Mosley, out of Prosper, Texas. Then his junior guard, number 2, Ellie Chan, 5'5", out of South Pasadena, California. Sophomore guard, 5'11", number 3, Lessa Jackson, out of Fairfield, California. Sophomore guard, 5'10", number 4, CJ Latta, hails from Paul, Idaho. Previously played for Utah State. Sophomore guard, number 5, Trinity Zamora, 6-footer, out of Oakland, California. Guards his Ford Combo, senior, 6-footer, number 6, Sofia Kelimeni, out of Kavala, Greece. Previously played for San Jose State. Then his freshman center, 6'4", number 8, Aubrey Cook, out of Parker, Colorado. Sophomore guard, 5'7", number 10, Nat Martinez, out of San Leandro, California. Sophomore guard, 5'9", number 12, Kaylin Hamilton, out of McKinney, Texas. Junior forward, 6'2", number 13, Maria Constantinou, out of Thessaloniki, Greece. Previously played for Fresno State. Then the senior guard, 5'8", number 14, Alan Williams. Hails from Long Beach, California. Previously played for Cal State Dominguez Hills. Sophomore forward, 6'1", number 20, Bailey Barnhart, out of San Diego, California. And software guard, 5'7", number 24, Naomi Pangani-Van out of San Diego, California. Head coach is Stacy Terry Hudson. Associate coach Kelly Lewis. Assistant coach Greg Godiep. Assistant coach Justin Hudson. Assistant coach Mel Buscarino. Assistant coach John Smith. Director of Ops is Amy Calloway. Special assistant to the head coach is Gary Roto. Assistant director of athletics and medicine is Queenie Soriano. Assistant strength and conditioning coach is James Chasson. Their head coach is in her 13th season with the program. Before arriving to Single State, she was under Nikki Fargas at UCLA, along with LSU. She also coached at Southern Mississippi, along with Illinois, so she's got a lot of experience as only an assistant, but also as a head coach as well. So they have a real talented coach leading their squad, Kelly Lewis, the associate head coach. She initially joined the program at 21 and promoted to associate head coach prior to the 23-24 season. She previously coached for Colorado State, Florida Atlantic, Nebraska, and Washington. So again, she has a lot of experience at the upper divisions as well. Greg Godiep, their assistant coach, has over 30 years of college coaching experience. He did serve 8 years under Steve Fisher on the men's side, and he joined the women's program as assistant coach prior to the 23-24 season. He's also had stops at Grand Canyon, Oregon State, San Diego State, Sacramento State, and Cal Poly. So now for their stats, it's like, I don't think we need to go over all the coaches' experience. Like I said, their stats. Single State going into this game has scored 686 total points, averaging just a hair under 69 points per game. They've allowed opponents to score 604 points per game, or 60.4 points per game. 604 total, 6.4 points per game. As a team, they made 245 out of 609 shots for 40%, averaged 24.5 field goals per game. Opponents are only 2 of 18 out of 574 shots against them. They're only hitting 38% of shots against the Aztecs, and the Aztecs only allowed 21.8 made field goals per game. The pointers per game, the Aztecs have 84 out of 262 for 32%. They average 8.4 threes per game. Opponents against the Aztecs have hit 61 out of 194 threes. Opponents are averaging only 31% from three-point range against the Aztecs, and opponents are only averaging 6.1 made threes per game. They are 112 out of 153 from free throws for 73% free throw percentage and hit 11 free throws per game. They have 357 boards, 35.7 per game, 135 assists, 13.5 assists per game. They have 132 turnovers for 13.2 turnovers per game. And they force opponents to 171 turnovers or 17.1 turnovers forced per game. Aztecs have 87 steals, 8.7 steals per game, 26 blocks, and 2.6 block shots per game. Individually, Naomi Panganiban has started every game. Averages 20 minutes a game. It's 48 out of 117 from the field for 41%, 15 to 42 for 36% for 3, 18-20 for 90% from shooting stripe. So a pretty solid shooter. Broncos really had to limit her ability and can't leave her open on any shots. She averages just a hair under 13 points per game. 21 total boards, 19 fouls, 23 assists, 18 turnovers, 10 steals, 2 block shots. Nana Martinez started every game, 26 minutes per game, 36 to 93 for 39%, 20 to 60 for 33% from 3-point range, and 33 to 38 for 87% for charity stripe, 29 points per game. 31 total boards, 22 fouls, 27 assists, 20 turnovers, 11 steals, 2 blocks. Now Williams has started every game. Averages 23 minutes, 37 to 81 for 46% overall, 11 to 34 to 32%, and 15 to 21 for 71%. So pretty accurate shooter as well. Averages 10 points per game, 14 offensive, 43 total boards, 21 fouls, 34 assists, 16 turnovers, 17 steals, 2 block shots. So some know. So Broncos really have to be careful with passing and handling ball around. Kendi Lee start every game, 24 minutes per game, 30 to 70 for 43% overall, 10 to 30 for 33% for 3-point range, 17 to 23 for 74% for charity stripe, 8.7 points per game. 18 offensive, 47 total boards, 18 fouls, 7 assists, 14 turnovers, 13 steals, 2 block shots. Billy Barnard has started every game, averages 19 minutes a game, 20 of 58 from the floor for 35%, 3 of 15 for 3-point range for 20%. So some of the Broncos could potentially leave a level open on threes, but still close and have good contests on though. 10 of 15 for 67% for charity stripe, 5.3 points per game. Team high 19 offensive boards, 56 total boards to lead their squad. 15 fouls, 7 assists, 9 turnovers, 8 steals, 8 block shots. So they're a big shot blocker. Kaylin Hamilton has seen action in all 10 games, averages 16 minutes, 20 of 55 from the floor for 36%, 5 of 22 for 3-point range for 23%, 8 of 13 for charity stripe for 62%, 5.3 points per game. 20 total boards, 12 fouls, 7 assists, 14 turnovers, 9 steals, and 4 blocks. CJ Ladas played in every game, averages 16 minutes a game, 15 of 39 for 9% from the floor, 11 32 for 34%, 3 of 5 for 60% for charity stripe, 4.4 boards per game. 10 boards, 7 fouls, 8 assists, 7 turnovers, 3 steals. Alyssa Jackson has played in every game, averages 18 minutes a game, 17 of 39 for 44%. Overall, 3 of 5 and 3 for 60%, and 2 of 5 for charity stripe for 40%. Averages air under 4 points per game. 38 total boards, 6 fouls, 10 assists, 13 turnovers, and 9 steals. And Maria Constantinidou has played in every game, averages 11 minutes, 9 of 24 from the floor for 38%, over 6 of 3, and is 3 of 5 for charity stripe, averages 2 points per game. 26 total boards, 29 fouls, 5 assists, 10 turnovers, 3 steals, 5 block shots. So I think Boise State can win this game again. They just got to come out better than they did on Wednesday. They got to make their shots, have great shot selection, take care of the ball, and on the boards. And whenever we force a Aztec turnover, we have to convert that into points. You have to get points on those, and anytime we get an offensive basket, we got to score. So I'm predicting that the Broncos should get this win and snap their streak against the Aztecs going into today. In the women's net rankings, Boise State is 151st in the nation, and San Diego State is 99th. So this is a good opportunity for the Broncos to get another good W on their record and their resume for women's basketball. So here's to a Bronco win against the Aztecs in women's basketball today.